Hello, in this video we'll explain the past continuous tense. Let's start with the affirmative form. She was watching TV all evening. They were listening to music. So with singular subject, we use was, the verb plus ing. And with the plural subject, we use were plus a verb plus ing. How about the negative form? In the negative form, we simply add not after was and were. So we say he wasn't or was not sleeping. In the second example, we were not studying. How about the uses of this tense? The first use of this tense, we use this tense to express temporary actions in the past. For example, I was living abroad in 1987. What about the second sentence that I have written? It was raining all the night. I have written this sentence to tell you that we use past continuous with the word all. Okay, let's move on to another use of this tense. We also use this tense to express the meaning of interruption. Imagine we have two actions in the past. One is long and the other is short, like the example we have today. I read this example to understand what I mean. When I was reading, the phone rang. We have two actions here. A long one, that is reading. A short one, that is ringing. So we put the long one in the past continuous and the short one in the past simple, use after some conjunctions like the word when. So after when, just as, while, we use two clauses, the first in the past continuous and the second in the past simple. Okay, to express the idea of interruption when a short action interrupt a long one. Let's move on to another use of this tense. We also can use this tense when we express that two actions happened at the same time. For example, while I was reading, Jack was playing the piano. So Jack was playing at the same time I was reading. So the two actions happened at the same time. So we used in both clauses the past continuous. So after we can use or we can use just after just as or while when past continuous in both clauses if the two clauses happened at the same time. Okay. Finally, we can use the past continuous to express polite inquiries. When you request something from somebody and you want to be polite with them, you can start your request with the past continuous. For example, I was wondering if you could give me a lift. I was wondering if you could give me a lift. Okay, so this is a request, a polite request. Let's move on to the last point for today, speaking about questions. How can we form questions in this tense? We have two types of questions. With yes no question, we start the question with was, if the subject is a singular, like the first sentence, was Sammy having a shower? Of course, if it's a plural, we start the question with where. In this case, we can simply answer this question by saying yes or no. Was Sammy having a shower? Yes, he was, or no, he wasn't. This is called the short answer for the question. How about asking about information or using a WH question? We start with a WH question, then the auxiliary verb, and they are in this sentence were and was, then the subject, and finally the verb plus ing, like this example. Where were you playing yesterday morning? This is the end of our explanation today. If you have any questions, please tell me in comments. Thanks for your watching.